Morning, friends. Jerry here again. Just wanted to share with you something that I discovered a couple years back. I was doing P90X and I sort of injured my shoulder a long time ago, way back when I was in the Air Force. And you know, P90X is all kinds of crazy pull-ups. And my shoulder started really bothering me. I was pushing it really hard and I started to get this nagging problem, so I started doing some research. And I found a tool that I don't necessarily use every single day, but anytime my shoulder starts to, feel like it's getting some wear and tear on it, I reincorporate it back into my routine for a few weeks, and it just seems to make things work better. This tool is called an Indian club. Now, Indian clubs, you might think, oh, another new fancy gadget. Well, in reality, Indian clubs are centuries old. You can go back and you can look, and they actually used to use these quite often in the military. They look quite a bit like a pair of bowling pins. These ones in particular I purchased had, from a site, and I can give you the site. If you're interested, you can just leave a comment down below the blog. But essentially what these are designed to do is to provide rotational training for your joints. So they're really good for your wrists, and they're really good for your shoulders, and it just really is a great way to loosen up. Hello, airplane! It's a great way to loosen up your shoulders after a particularly brutal legs and back workout, for instance. So it's probably something I should do more often. I'm going to show you a couple of these. And so basically, you're rotating. Now, these Indian clubs that I purchased, I actually had a DVD with. So I learned some of these moves from that DVD. There's also a lot of guys out there trying to train this on the net. I am not an expert by any means, but you can see how I'm just using this wrist motion, right? So this wrist motion just kind of gets your wrists loose. You can also just do nice, long, straight arcs. I'm going to back up just a little bit, right? So bend your arms. You can do a little twist when you bend your arms. So you got, oops, there goes my homemade pair. I'll show you those in a little bit. So these are really light clubs. They suggest that you use really light ones to begin with. These are about 1 pound a piece. And they got a nice smooth finish. These ones in particular are made of wood. So that's one plane. You can also work in a different plane. You can work in this plane. So again, what I'm doing is I'm working my elbow joint, my wrist joint, and my shoulder joint, and I'm getting those things loose, either before a workout, or I usually do it after a workout. It just tends to get all that working. You can open up your arms, go together, and this takes a little coordination, but it's not too bad. You can imagine, 100 troops at West Point all doing this together in unison. So I don't know if they did that exercise-wise, but they did it back in the 1800s. I'll kind of like drag things around if I want to change things up, alternate. So this gives you an idea. There's some more challenging moves that you can do. Like you can do combinations that go up over the head and cross. This is a very common one that you'll see on the net. It really works again, all the joints in your upper body. Get a nice workout. You can go opposite directions. Get the elbows back. So this is a way to provide all kinds of fresh blood to your shoulders, elbows, wrists, and a way to stay healthy. All right, here's one last one. It's a figure 8. And again, I'm not trying to be comprehensive in showing you every kind of move you can do, but just an idea of what this tool can do for you. All right? You only need about a couple minutes a day, so it's really a discipline. I ought to try to do it every single day, that much. And I can already feel my shoulders loosening up, the blood flowing. Now, the DVD and these Indian clubs were maybe right around $100. So they weren't cheap, but I was still very interested in them, and they are quite light. So I started looking around, and I actually found another set. Now these are not necessarily Indian clubs. I got these at, where did I get these? One of those, Pier 1, I think, right? So it's a decorative tour thing. I don't know, but I looked at them and I said, hey, I got Indian clubs on the brain, and that looks like an Indian club to me. And these are about 4 pounds, so they're a lot bigger. So after I've used my 2-pounders, I'll sometimes pick up my 4-pounders and just get a little bit more stretch out of them. You can even do these. And again, it's just something I found for, I think I got them on clearance actually, even for $5 a piece. So great deal. But, it's a matter of keeping your eyes open and finding things that will do the job. So that's some larger ones that I found. And then, after playing with them for a little bit longer, I said, well, you know what? I could probably make some. And I wanted something a little heavier just to see what that was like, experience that. And so what I did is I took just a regular old plastic baseball bat from, the dollar store, and I filled it, I cut a hole in the top, and I filled it full of sand. That's just playground sand. And I wrapped the handle with some cloth tape like you'd find in the sports store, and voila, 7-pound Indian clubs. They're kind of long, nice, and of course speed is not what you're looking for here. You're looking for stretch, you're looking for tendon strength. And this one, there's a lot of different routines that you can do with a single Indian club. So you can go out. People will do this just to stretch out your arm, right? Just different things that you can do, right? Back, out, back. So this is just something that you could do. Now you could find a thinner bat. I found the real big fat one because I wanted something a little heavier. But a thinner bat, I don't know how much it would weigh, maybe 2 or 3 pounds. Might be something to start with. So that just gives you an idea, a little look into the world of what Indian clubs can do for you. And I hope you enjoyed this little, clip about Indian clubs. And if you did, drop me a comment. If you have any questions, let me know. And we'll see you next time. Have a great day.